Hello everyone, Pockets here, back again playing some more EVE Online. We're on Kurst checking out the Yoiul Festival YC 122. That's 2020 for us meat spacers. And just seeing what we can do in an alpha. This is a fit I came up with for a courtmate who... There were some limitations, right? So I built this under limitations that I don't myself have to conform to, but I wanted to see if I could get something that would work as an alpha under those constraints. So no large weapons is the biggest one, and not a lot of T2 options. Some of the tanking stuff, yes, but for guns and stuff, no. So let's see what this Praxis fit that I came up with is, and we'll give it a go, and we'll see how this works. So here's the fitting window here. So I'm in this one, I am using rapid heavy missile launchers in the high slots for the main weapon. As far as I'm concerned with this fit, if it fits with the CPU and power grid, you can use almost any weapon system because there is enough application help that even large weapons should be okay as an alpha. Although I haven't tested it, so your mileage may vary. Kurst is a pretty well-skilled alpha. He's got like the full skill points, 16 million. So there's things he can get, but there's a lot of stuff, like a lot of the weapon skills and stuff he has at least 4 max for an alpha. So keep that in mind. If you're a fresh alpha, this may not work as well. But the nice thing with the rapid heavy missiles is that it's a battleship-sized weapon, but it uses medium weapon skills. So you only have to have your heavy missile skills trained. You don't need cruise missiles or anything like that. You can fit them onto a battle, and they're battleship weapons. So the downside to them is the reload between. So I've run about 3 or 4 sites, and typically I reload once in the middle of the first wave, and then right after the last ship I reload, and usually one load is enough to take out the battleship, and it finishes reloading like right as or shortly after he spawns. So even a lot of the times while I'm still target locking him, the weapons will finish. So it works out pretty good. So 6 rapid heavy missile launchers in the top. I use the Arbalest here because, again, the target for this can't use T2. Small tractor beam 1. This is, again, I haven't shown you the Nightmare yet, but that's coming. But because we don't have a prop mod, we have this so we can suck the final wreck up to us. This fit is susceptible to ninja looters, because we're not on top of the wreck when it spawns. If someone wants to come in with a quick ship and steal our loot, they can. And it's not going to win that many races. So if there's an Omega with a well-fit battleship comes in, you may not win the race either. So not ideal, but for an alpha, works pretty good. And then we have one of the 2 more expensive bits, Republic Fleet Large Cap Battery. I don't think we have the CPU for just a T2 Large Cap Battery. Yeah, you can try it if you can get it to fit. But the Republic one's nice. It gives us some newt resistance and some good capacitor. We're stable, but not high enough that we're safe from newting, so we do kill the neuters. But I haven't had that much trouble. This is a phase scope target painter because the target can't fit a T2 target painter. T2 would be better and should be just fine. This is the other kind of expensive piece, the Dread Guristas. I think this was about 50 million. So like 28 and 50, something like that. Dread Guristas extra large shield booster. If you have the funds, you could go up to like a Pith X type or a Gist X type or one of those Dead Space mods, but they're like 600 million plus. So this is a nice cheap option. And a T2 extra large just doesn't fit in here. The capacitor goes out. We don't have enough CPU. It wasn't working. So I had to go with a Dread Guristas. There may be something else that fits in here, but this is what I found. 2 Multispectrum Shield Hardener 2s. Nice thing with the Praxis is it does have balanced resists. So we could heavy load like the EM, but just throwing these 2 in here means that later, if a different event comes up and it's not Sancho, we can just switch our ammo and our missile launchers and keep going probably. That's kind of the idea with these kinds of things that I do for other people. Fleeting Combat Stasis Webifier, again, because the T2 doesn't work for the target doesn't have T2 it yet, so proving that you don't need T2 anything to really do this. And then a heavy Karelin scoped Stasis Grappler. Alphas can't use Tech 2 of these. The training for it, you're not capable of using variations is what I meant. These, I believe, are Omega only. Yeah, so heavy Stasis Grappler 2s, which is what I would use, can't be used on an alpha. So we have the scoped in here to give it that little extra range. It's for the fall off so that it can affect. And I kind of make up for the fact that these aren't T2 or faction with the target painter. So combining the 3 pieces makes the difference. And then to get some cap, we have 4 capacitor flux coils in the lows. You need cap, right? extra large shield boosters, all this active modules. We need a little bit of cap. We don't necessarily need to be stable. We could, but like 2 minutes is probably not enough either. So there's not a lot of the wiggle room there. Damage control 2, just for a little extra resists. We may not need that. You could drop this and maybe put another ballistics control in here. Be worth a try. And then 2 ballistic controls too. And then the rigs are all just large capacitor control circuits. One, again, trying to cut costs. I know I put a couple of expensive mods here, but I trimmed where I could as well. These were more for fitting. And then this was just to get a little extra cap and keep us under 300 million. Most of this, 216, like 130. So about half of it is the ship itself, which isn't bad. Yeah, you can see 50 million and 28 million. And then for the drones, I'm just running Imperial Navy infiltrators. This is the EM damage drone. Obviously, if we weren't needing to do EM damage, we could go with hammerheads. Hammerheads might still even be better. I don't know. But I threw them in here because we're trying to do EM damage, so. And then in my hold, just for the ammo, I just carry Kildari Navy Mjolnir missiles. Missiles. And from the sites that I did run, 8 million worth of loot. And again, it was like 1 or 2 sites just to test it out. But this is my alpha fit. I tried to make a Gnosis work, and we probably can get something. But I wasn't happy with the numbers, and a Praxis isn't. I mean, with the modules we have, we probably couldn't get a Gnosis that much cheaper than this. I don't know. If you do have one, let me know, and I'll give it a try. But let's get out. Let's get into a site. Let's see how it performs. All right, so here we're on our first site. A little trick: right-click and warp to 10. A couple times with this Praxis, I have got hung up in the gate, and it's so slow. You don't want to be trying to maneuver out of the gate. You gotta stop the warp and then pick a direction, get out of it. So when warping to any of these with gates at the entrance, warping to 10 should put you at range to use it immediately. We do have a Scorpion Navy on D-scan at 1, but that was on the gate, so we'll see what we see when we get in here. Does not look promising. Not angle. Oh no, there's nobody in here. Alright, cool. There's an MTU though, so I wonder what that's about. Let's go take a look. It could be that they just finished up and left their MTU behind. Or that they were in a ship that couldn't take it. We'll see what we're running into here. Yeah, it's pre-spawned. Okay, well, I'm taking it. Turn on my resists real quick. Come on. Okay. Let's wait for them to warp in on us. We're going to take out the cruisers first. And then with the cruisers, we'll start with the numbing. And then we'll move on into the frigates when we can here. It takes a second to lock things up. Oops, I guess we're just going to start with that guy. No, we'll switch to... I want this guy first. I took a little second because I want to get the numbing first because cap is our biggest concern. I don't think tank is going to be a big worry. There we go. So we grab that guy and that guy. He's out of range of the web. So I'm actually going to flip these because often the web isn't in range anyway. For the cruisers, at least for the first little bit. And then we'll lock up the rest of this stuff. And you can see we're not having too much trouble. The tank's holding, our cap's still okay. Once we get through these, the boosting will be pretty chill. We won't need to worry too much about it. Looks like they took a few bites out of that guy. Oh wow, this one's limited, okay. So that's that. This guy is in web range, so we'll make sure we get them all on. We're going to want to make sure... Oh, it's 10 kilometers with this one, that's right. Sorry, my Nightmare has a Fed Navy Webifier, so I'm used to 13. So it's 10 kilometers for this, so it's mostly for the frigates. That must be his MTU. And we'll just kind of chew through here. Is he going to stay and fight with us, or is he going to just pick up his MTU and go? Being shot at. Looks like he's going for that MTU anyway, so that's fine. And we're just gonna... Yeah, and this is the first reload. Now the fact that the 3 cruisers they take a little more missiles. So when it's 1 or 2, you only need to do 1 reload. This should get us through the last 2 guys, though. We will turn this off because we want to rep when we're at about 50%. We want to let our capacitor regen. Luckily, there's not a lot of frigate neuters, just the one. And we could use our drones, but they're a little slow, and the frigates almost immediately turn on them. So, come on, missiles. That's the one downside again. Waiting for that reload can be a bit of a pain. This is on F5, right? So we'll do some more boosting when we're at that point. Okay, he is fighting. We'll probably give him the last guy. What's his side? I don't know. We'll see. We'll race him. How about that? We'll see if we can beat a Gila. I thought I was shooting my missiles, but I guess I didn't actually hit the button, and we'll turn. Whoops. We do want to kill this. That's right. That is another cruiser. We want to kill that first. The Gila can use drones because they get a huge boost to their tanking and their effectiveness, so that's a little easier. They probably don't care quite so much about it. And we'll see if we can race on the battleship. I don't think we can, but we'll try. We will try. Can we get more webs on them? No, our missiles are going to apply. This isn't exactly a good example because we're being helped, and it was pre-launched as well, which I guess doesn't make that much of a difference because it was kind of the same deal. Okay, oh yeah, there we go. Oh, he's way out. That's because he's chasing that Gila. Okay. Well, what we're going to do then is we'll let the Gila finish that guy off, and we're going to go ahead and pre-reload. We'll turn this off. He's going to finish that guy. So yeah, he is getting the kills. I don't think we got most of those wrecks, but we'll see what we can do. Again, I haven't actually raced a lot in this, so I don't know. And I am going to move towards them, because in this battleship we have mobile drones. And get within 10 maybe. Can we shoot our missiles? Damn it! I don't know. This keyboard, I don't think the F1 key works on this keyboard. That's what I'm blaming that on, because I only have that trouble on this keyboard. Always remember to claim your rewards. I forgot about that one. I don't know when that one triggered. Because if it was at the beginning, then yeah, see if we kill him and we hadn't clicked it, we won't get credit. But I don't think we're going to get the kill on this one anyway. Especially with my missiles not shooting. That was a little bit stupid of me. And we did get it. That's awesome. We did, right? Yeah, that's ours. Huh. Who knew? I was not expecting that. That's awesome. And 14 million, just like that. But yeah, so that's it. I did actually outrace that Gila, so that's cool. And that's my Alpha fit. I mean, we can grind these all day. Let me try to see if I can find one that's alone. I'll go to see if I can find a quieter system. And we'll see if we can get one that's just us. So I will be right back. Alright, the gate appears clear. We are going to go in and we are going to do this. This is ours, as far as I can tell. That's that Reaper's in there, but that would be something, wouldn't it? Actually, that could be a loot stealer. I very much doubt it. Turn on our Hardeners now so I don't forget. And let's do this thing. Cool. The biggest thing I've noticed, and I do talk about this more in my Nightmare video, but if you don't watch that one, so you know too, the biggest thing with these is waiting for the spawns. And that's fine. You know, like that's the biggest, and I think that's the way I kind of prefer it. Keep the spawns coming, keep the sites coming. If you want them to be slow, I mean, don't make them boringly slow, but you can stretch the spawns a little bit. I think that works. I don't know if these are too long. Some people might think so. But I don't know. It gives me time to remember to do things like turn on my hardeners. It kind of lets me take a look at where I land in relation to the rocks and reposition. Because if you end up down in there, it can be a pain in the butt sometimes, so you want to come up. Sorry, I'm still a little surprised we got that kill from the last one. During the cut, but he talked to me. It was pretty cool. Because I told him I wasn't expecting to steal that one, get that one. So we're going to take out this guy first, the battle cruiser. This one. Because he'll do the most damage to us. And we're just going to sit still. And I know I've talked about this before, but the reason I sit still when I'm the bigger ship, when I'm, especially in this case, like, yeah, if I orbit, and actually in this case because I'm missiles, it doesn't really matter. Honestly, I couldn't orbit because it doesn't actually matter. But when you're using turrets, you sit still so that you're not adding to the traversal, so your larger guns have a more of a chance of tracking. With missiles, it doesn't matter. It's just a habit I've formed because I've been running most of my time the last 2 days in the Nightmare, which I do sit still on so I can get the better tracking. So we'll get rid of that guy, and then we're going to get rid of this. We'll get rid of the numbing, and then it's just 2 Hellbursts. So this is fine. There's one little frigate neuter. Should not be a problem. As long as we can get these 2 down quick enough. Might take 2 racks. But once this goes, our DPS, our tank should hold a lot better once he's gone. So as long as we can get through him in one salvo. Come on. Do it. If you're paying attention, which I'm not, you can actually stop your missiles when the last salvo leaves, like that. Like, that's probably premature. It's a trick with missiles. I'm not very good at it anymore. But it is a thing you can watch for. So we are watching our capacitor. When we get down a little too low, we will be we will have to turn off our repper and make sure that our hardeners stay on. But I don't think it's going to be a problem now. Yeah, that's reloading. That's fine. I did recall my drones. Small heart attack moment there. We were probably going to let this after this cycle. That should put us in a comfortable spot. We can wait a few seconds while this builds up to about 50% or more damaged. Waiting for the reload. Again, the one downside to the rapid heavies is their reload time. So we've built up some more cap. Our reload, but we're going to turn our booster back on. I could chase this guy and get within range of my other web, but I don't think I'm fast enough. He's going at 174. I don't think we can match that. Can we shoot now? But we can try. Let's try it. Because if we can get our other web on him, we'll actually probably apply even better still. I don't think we still don't fully apply even to the cruiser size. But I don't think we can close on him. He's too fast. Like, we can't... Look at us. 15 meters per second because we're under heavy webs here. Yeah. We just can't. There's nothing we can do. We're not built for speed. So we'll just let our missiles do their jobs. The nice thing about it is it doesn't matter if we can't chase them down because our missiles do the same damage regardless of how far away they are. All that matters is their signature radius and their speed, both of which we are minimizing to the best of our abilities. That's probably good for reps for a second. Once this guy's down, we won't even need to rep really, so very little anyway. And the last one. So we'll turn it off so it doesn't get another cycle, so we don't waste a set of missiles. And we'll get this guy pinned right down. I should have actually pre-webbed him. We'll just repair up. Now once he's gone, we'll also take less new pressure, and we'll be good to go. This was an easier spawn than the last one, although the battle cruisers are pretty... they do some good damage. So your mileage may vary again, because I have maximum shield skills for an alpha, and I have not... Actually, I don't think I have Tech 2 missiles for Kel, or for Kurst. While we're waiting to reload and not doing anything, we can check. My missile skills are, for heavy missiles, yeah, just heavy missiles 4, but I have like launcher operation to 5 and all the support skills up. I just don't have the last tick on heavy missiles for the T2 ones. But all the support skills are up, and all of his tanking support skills and his tanking skills are up to Alpha Max. So what we are going to do is we're going to shoot this guy. We are repping, because I forgot this was a cruiser. Can we shoot? That would be great. There we go. That's what you do is you watch. That's a battle... No? That is a battle cruiser. I shot the wrong one. Or there was 2 battle cruisers I didn't see. Okay. Well, that's why our tank is struggling. So what you do is you're watching and you'll see like the launch is like this, and if you think it's enough to kill him, you stop your cycle. Because sometimes, like, he's close enough, I don't think it matters. Oh yeah, it does. The second one is cycling before, the next one's cycling before the missiles apply. So you kind of want to stop at the last one. So we watch, we get him down. That one should get him almost there. That one should be really close. And then this one should kill him, so I'll stop it. And then I don't waste a volley. So when you're using missiles, that's something you want to do and you want to watch for. We can turn this off now because we are definitely not needing to tank anymore. Probably could have stopped halfway through that guy because I caught up. I just wasn't paying attention. I was showing the missile thing. But yeah, always trying to watch for when the volley that's in space, that's in flight, is going to land and kill him. You stop the next one like that. And then right now we can reload immediately. And we should be next to, if not completely done, by the time the battleship spawns. And because our drones are mobile, we can close the distance, which helps against ninja looters. So we're going to try this here. I'm trying something a little new with the layout as well for my next few videos. So let me know what you guys think of that, any of the changes. Like, I got a few ideas. We'll see what I actually put into it. I don't want to say it here in case I don't put them all in. But yeah, let me know. You'll see them. Let me know what you guys think. Let's get our drones out there while we're slowly closing the distance. And we should start shooting our missiles, which didn't. I hit F1, F2, F3 while it was locking, and it should have locked. It should have done missiles, target painter, and the grappler, and it did the target painter and the grappler, but it didn't do the missiles for some reason. I don't know why. It does that to me a few times. This won't be a problem. Don't worry about that. It's alarming, but it'll be fine. My repper will keep up with it. You can see I'm basically just riding that 50%, which is between 25 and 50 is like your maximum regen on things. So we're actually probably taking a little more damage than we need to because I'm closing the distance this time, but we'll shoot through him. It's not a problem. I'm not worried at all. And he's in range of this web. Can we grab him? No, he's not quite. So just got to get a little closer. I'd like to see if our missiles go up. There we go. So now we'll really lock him down. Now the other problem is, since I'm closing on him, I've made his traversal a lot lower, so his lasers are tracking me better, but it shouldn't matter too much. Just lots of little things. Like the more you play, the more efficient you'll get it. There we go. I don't stop that rack because there's one in the air. Oh, it didn't kill him. So you see, that last one, ironically, very last rack did kill him. So we'll do that. We'll lock the target. We'll preload our tractor beam, which should engage immediately. We'll recall our drones, and there we go. Site cleared. You can see here I don't actually have any more combat sites. I'm going to talk more about that when I do my Nightmare video, because there's a lot more in there that I've played with on him, on Cal. But there we have it. This is the Alpha Fit. There's another 3-ish million. The other video also, either in the next video or in the one after, I'm going to talk about cashing these in for those of you that are newer and don't really know where to send the Overseer's effects. I will talk about it, just not in this video. This one's gone on long enough, so we are going to leave it there. I'm going to dock up, and we'll see y'all next time. Take care, and I'm out of here.